Kentucky Derby. And so it's where the most infamous race should be, right? And so we are at Churchill Downs for the Kentucky Derby, and it is coming up. But it's just a horse race, right? It's just a horse race. But how do we get to the Kentucky Derby? How do I get my horse into the Kentucky Derby? It's based on a point system. It's called the Road to the Kentucky Derby. Why not? Road to the Kentucky Derby. There are 35 designated races that your horse has to race in, or a horse has to race in, and they get points for winning. Top 4 get points, top 4 get points. And so by the end of the season, if they have enough points, they become one of the 20 horses that get to the Derby. Only 20. Out of all the horses that are racing all year long, only 20 horses go to the Derby. They have to be at least 3 years old, called a thoroughbred. A thoroughbred is just, they've been bred, they're just the elite among horses. And so the thoroughbreds can go in, but at least 3 years old. And the other part is that they have had to have won what they call a stakes race. So that the other 2 criteria to get into the Derby are those 2 things. And so once they are in there, they're one of only 20 horses. But 20 horses are a lot of horses for a horse race, because usually it's like 8. So you only have 8 people, 8 horses on the track, running around and going and going and going. But 20, you can imagine the competition in a 20-horse race. That's the Kentucky Derby. What do they call it? It seriously is the most exciting 2-minute sporting event of the year. 2 minutes. That's about what it takes to run the Kentucky Derby. And they have worked all year to get there, all year. And so then they have their 2 minutes. But for you to make it more enjoyable to watch the race, it's a great event as it is, and you get all dressed up to go to the race, if you want to. But the most thing is maybe you want to put a little wager on it. In horse racing, it doesn't matter if it's the Kentucky Derby or what it is, but it's just a horse race. Maybe I just want to go to a racetrack and I want to make a bet. So you have 3 ways that are very, very, very simple to start out with, and it's called win, place, show. So of course, what is it? Win means I won the race. Guess what? I get paid. I won the race. Place means, well, I almost won the race, but I came in second, so I didn't win the race. And show means that I came in third. Win, place, show. Because again, you're competing with a lot of other horses. And so picking the winner is sometimes kind of difficult, maybe. So you have the ability to maybe take the top 3 horses. And that gives you a little bit more opportunity to cash a ticket, which is a lot more fun than not being able to cash a ticket. And so if I win the race, my odds are going to be a little bit different. So let's say to win the race, I have plus 500. As we talk about, that does not mean my dollar is going to win me $500. We drop 2 zeros. Plus 500 is 5 to 1. So for every dollar that I bet, I win 5. So if I bet 10, I win 50. And so that's how you have to remember it. And so I say win, okay, I'm going to bet that much for the win. But if I didn't win and I have the place, then place is probably going to pay a little bit less. It's going to be maybe plus 300, which would be 3 to 1. So it'd be 3 to 1, so every dollar that I bet, I win $3, or every 10, I win 30. And so you look at it like that. And then show, maybe my horse, it just couldn't make it that day, so it came in third, but at least I had some money to get back. So maybe it's at plus 200, or 2 to 1. So then at my dollar, I get $2, or my 10, I get $20. But at least you have something to watch whenever they're racing, because the one thing about a horse race, it goes very fast. They start them, they're around the track, and you either have a ticket to cash or you have nothing. And so betting the Kentucky Derby is just another horse race. You can bet any horse race in this manner. Win, place, show, and have a great time when you're watching the race, because they are so exciting. Please like and subscribe. If you have any questions or topics you'd like for me to talk about, please comment.